Week 35, Overview. Obama, Hope and Change. This week plan's assignments bring us to the present. As I record this, President Obama has been in office for little over 1 year, yet it has been an eventful one. Students will focus on more than just Obama's first year in office this week. They'll look at his life before he ran for president and his hard-fought campaign for election. Grammar students wrap up their study of the countries and cultures of the Middle East this week. Dialectic students will finish their books on Israel, China, and Africa. Rhetoric students will complete their studies of the histories of India and Israel, and if you've been following this track, church history in the Middle East. The center of this week's study is Barack Hussein Obama. He was born in Honolulu, Hawaii on August 4, 1961. Barack's name comes from the Swahili word baraka, which means blessing. His father, Barack Obama Sr., was a member of the Luo tribe of western Kenya who earned a scholarship to the University of Hawaii. Obama met his future wife and young Barack's mother, Stanley Ann Dunham, at a Russian language class. Barack was 2 years old when his father left Hawaii to go to Harvard for a Ph.D. He didn't have enough money to take his young family with him, though. That was the next to last time his little son would see him. His parents divorced the next year, and young Barack didn't see his father again until he was 10. His mother remarried, an Indonesian man this time, and moved to his island nation when Barack was only 6. Barack returned to Hawaii at the age of 10 to live with his mother's parents. He attended a Hawaiian prep school and then college in Los Angeles. In 1985, Barack became a community organizer, where he worked for reform of the schools, housing, and so forth in low-income, predominantly African-American neighborhoods. From 1988 to 1990, he attended Harvard Law School, where he made news as the first black editor of the prestigious Harvard Law Review. Publishers asked him to write a book, and he came out with Dreams from My Father, the story of his own search for a workable meaning for his life as a black American. After graduating from Harvard, Obama practiced civil rights law and taught constitutional law in Chicago. It was there he joined a church, although that church was best known for its black liberation theology. The title of his second autobiography, The Audacity of Hope, was inspired by a sermon from his pastor, fiery Jeremiah Wright. In 1997, Barack won a seat in the Illinois State Senate. In 2004, he ran for U.S. Senate. The national media took an interest in this articulate young politician. He seemed like a rising star with unlimited potential. 2 years after he became senator, Obama announced that he would seek the Democratic nomination for president. After early primaries, Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama were the only serious contenders for the spot. Clinton and Obama had similar positions on many issues. Iraq was one big point of division. Although both candidates put forth similar plans regarding the withdrawal of U.S. troops from Iraq, Hillary Clinton had voted for the invasion of Iraq while Barack had voted against it. Clinton argued that she had more experience and would be better able to handle international crises. During the race, Obama faced several situations that threatened to mar his reputation, including his long association with his pastor, Jeremiah Wright, whose rhetoric was often unpatriotic and extreme, the fact that he didn't wear an American flag on his lapel, rumors that he was Muslim, and his known association with an unrepentant domestic terrorist, Bill Ayers. The race between Clinton and Obama seems to have been the longest and most expensive nominating contest in American history. It finally came to an end with Barack Obama as the Democratic nominee in August 2008. The Republican primary was nowhere near as interesting, but John McCain's surprising choice of Alaska Governor Sarah Palin as his running mate increased the significance of the race. With Obama-Biden on one ticket and McCain-Palin on the other, America was well-nigh guaranteed to make electoral history in November with a black man or a white woman in one of the two highest offices in the land. Obama campaigned on themes of hope and change and sought to focus voters' attention on what he characterized as the failed policies of George W. Bush. He tried to characterize a prospective McCain presidency as a third Bush administration. After 8 Republican years, the voters were already looking for change, and that was before the economy slumped badly in October. Bush called for, and Congress passed legislation that provided up to $700 billion for the government to purchase bad mortgage debt from troubled lenders. Liberals blamed Bush for creating this new economic mess, while conservatives shuddered at the price tag. The dynamics couldn't have been worse for John McCain. Young people and minority voters streamed to the polls in record numbers to cast their votes for hope and change, while disgruntled Republicans held their nose and tried to vote for McCain. The enthusiasm gap hurt Republican candidates everywhere. After all the votes were counted and a few politicians had switched parties, Democrats held the White House plus a huge majority in the House and a filibuster-killing supermajority in the Senate. People expected great things from this new president. Obama had everything an incoming president could ask for running in his favor. Like Franklin D. Roosevelt, Obama came into office with a genuine economic crisis, a popular mandate, and big majorities in both houses. He had something FDR didn't have, though, a mainstream media that simply adored him. The election of America's first black president was newsworthy in its own right, but the press went overboard after the election. Obama wasn't just the president-elect. He was a media superstar. On taking office, Obama promoted a huge stimulus package aimed at fixing the slumping economy. He spoke around the country, repeatedly warning that if the stimulus package was not passed quickly, millions of jobs would disappear and the country could slide from recession to depression. 3 weeks after he took office, he signed the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act. It was 1,073 pages long and appropriated $787 billion tax dollars, more than $750 billion. While people hoped that it would help, many had their doubts about it. There was so much debt. Critics charged that Obama could not have even read that bill before signing it. It's hard to write a history curriculum about a sitting president. Events move too fast. That doesn't mean we can't study Obama. Rhetoric-level students this week will be comparing promises that Obama made in the campaign with his actions to date, for example. But it just means we can't make any conclusions about him yet. Bill Clinton started out his first term in 1992 with big ideas and a Democratic majority in both houses, and things changed quickly for him. At the time we go to press, we're well aware the same could happen to Obama, and he might respond with equal skill. Obama isn't the only topic students are learning about this week. As they finish up their other tasks, every learning level is studying a couple of countries as well. Grammar-level students are looking at Yemen and the United Arab Emirates. Dialectic students discuss Israel and China. Rhetoric students focus on Israel and India. Israel, as we reach the present, is back at the center of world events. Older students are learning about life in that secular democracy today. The homeland for the Jewish people has become a flashpoint for the world. Well, we've reached the point where we trade in history books for today's news. Your children will spend next week reviewing what they've learned and celebrating the hard work they've put into this unit, or this year, or this 4-year tour of tapestry. For this week and the next, however, it's up to you to help your children make sense of current events.